So I broke my chair. So if some things sound a bit off, it's because I'm sitting in a different position right now, slightly different. I have a new chair. I broke my last swivel chair. So those like flippy dippy chairs that you can roll across the ground, the ones that you can lay back on and it'll just come back right up. That kind of chair, those swivel chairs, those gaming chairs, I don't have any of those left. This is my last one. Actually, I already used my last one. How the fuck is YouTube so fucking slow, dude? Okay, so I think YouTube is up now. Alright. So you know the drill, this is another live stream watch. Not really party, because there's only me and probably like one or two of you at most. But it's something. So forgive me if I sound a little bit different, because I actually broke my swivel chair recently, which means I had to get a wooden chair. I used to have two swivel chairs, you know, those gaming chairs that you see all the time, something like that, those office chairs that swivel around, and you can basically just like lay on your back for a bit. Those comfy chairs, right? Well, I broke my last one. There were two. My house had two of those, and now there's zero, because the first one broke because, well, I was stupid, and I leaned back way too hard. I thought, you know, because it's made of metal, I could just do whatever I wanted. Turns out you can't do that. It actually just breaks. So I broke my last swivel chair, my last one being one of the two, and now I'm sitting on a pretty, not shitty, but pretty basic wooden restaurant. Not restaurant, but just kitchen chair. So it's the most basic wooden kitchen chair you can probably think of. As a result, I had to readjust my monitor height, so it's at a different height now. It's more even with my eyes. I think even before I broke my chair, I had to readjust my monitor level. Probably had to at some point, but I didn't because I was too lazy. And now, ironically, it's actually more level with my eyes. I think this is overall better for my posture. At least my copium is that this will lead to better posture. So that's something. But realistically, it won't. Realistically, I'll just sit in my usual manner, and it'll just be less comfy. And also, as a result, my mic had to be readjusted. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's a thing. And as a result, I may sound a tiny bit slightly different from the usual microphone place where I usually put my microphone, because I also have to change where my microphone is. Damn, holy shit, this place is fucking... Can I go down there? Yes, I can. Pretty 100% sure there is at least one chest here that I can find. Otherwise, I can't think of... Oh my god. There's got to be one like super duper hidden chest that is just completely anal, and they hit it in a place that is pretty much unreachable unless you do some dumb shit like go behind the back of the wall. No, 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 no. They're all level 69. I don't know why they do level 69s. Why not level 70? Why do you keep them at odd numbers? Is there like any particular reason for that? Or is this just purely for balance reasons?
Don't blink! Hey! Let's light it up! Adventure! I'm going in! Witness the power of Guwa! Hey! With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Let's light it up.
I'm surprised that Fontaine didn't have more of these bubble abilities. I feel like that, as annoying as it was, it definitely felt like the most iconic ability for the Hydro Slime. And the fact that you couldn't do that as Farina kind of broke the idea that Hydro Slimes are represented, or it's just slimes in general, are representative of the Archons. I mean, it's still kind of representative because you can create more different versions of yourself. That's something that Farina can do, right? With the summons. And the slimes can also create, can they create different summons of themselves? I don't know if that's actually an ability that they have. Might be misremembering. They kind of just flop all over the place. And then trap you inside of a bubble. That's all I remember what Hydro Slimes do. Cryo Slimes freeze you and have a shield. I'm surprised they still don't have Hydro Shields or like Anemo Shields. Is that something that they just absolutely don't want to do? Like they want to keep shields to Pyro. Cryo has shields, Geo has shields. Even Pyro has shields, right? Because Xingyin has a Pyro shield. Xingyin has a Pyro shield. There's Cryo shields. I think there might even be oh yeah, there's also Dendro shields now because of Baiju. So pretty much every single element has shields except for Anemo. Are there Electro shields? I think Beto might count as an Electro shield, right? Or is she just mitigation?
Everybody stand back.
Like Xingqiu's swords. I have not played Beto in a long time. Now that I think about it, there is no Anemo Abyssal enemy. Is there not? I kind of conflate the... Personally, I kind of conflate the Conrians with the Abyssal enemies. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're like corrupted beings. It feels like the Abyssal enemies are Conrian enemies, right? So isn't there a Conrian knight? I feel like there has to be like a Conrian knight that does Anemo attacks, right? I remember one of those Conrian knights, the Serpent Knights, that does Anemo attacks. So I kind of count that as Anemo attacks. An Anemo enemy. Also afternoon. It is currently 3:47 a.m. for me. So I don't know what afternoon means anymore. Like it might be afternoon for you, but
Teamwork is dreamwork.
ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm already dead.
Let
Fuck! This new world level is brutal.
time to.
No wonder I never 100%ed this place. It's completely dog shit when it comes to exploration.
Let's light it up.
So many places.
I'm here.
And there's no... And when this first came out, there were no like exploration characters. You just had to actually manually run around all over the place. So I can imagine this being like super easy for some people now who have like... They have Mualani, they have Yelan, they have all these overpowered characters. But back in the day, you just had to run around like a fucking idiot. And I'm trying to do that as something that I find enjoyable, apparently. More like I'm just masochist. I wonder if some of my tendencies are just like masochist tendencies that have no real... that are just completely unrelatable to normal people. Like, is the idea that you actually want to run around without having extra, like, traversal abilities something that only machos just do? I wonder if there's, like, a contingent of people who are actually just like me. Or if I'm, like, the lone one out. I can't be, right? I can't be the only person who says this kind of shit. Staying up late seems to be a habit of most CCs nowadays, yeah. Because everything happens in, like, Southeast Asia, China time. So, like, right now, in China, it's like, what? It's like 7 p.m. The live stream starts at 7:30 p.m. for them. But for me, it's like 3:49 p.m. It's 4:30 when the live stream starts. So it makes sense for China people and Southeast Asia people, but it doesn't make any sense for most content creators in the West that you look at. Yeah. Like, I guess if you're in Vietnam too, it might work, but if you're a content creator, you're basically just staying up. Your sleep schedule is just completely fucked. I guess if you're in Singapore, it might work. I know Mr. Pokey is in Singapore, so this is probably a pretty natural time for them. God, where are those chests? Where's the last net 9% of this fucking map? I swear to God.
Off we go.
And she's dead again. You know what'd be awesome? If at the end of the story, like, when we get to Conria, I hope that all the, like, normal enemies, like the hilly trails, just turn into, like, normal people. Like, they all become NPCs. And we never have to fight them again. And we actually just go around talking to NPCs to get their materials. They're like, oh, yeah, I used to be a hilly trail. Here's my mask. That'd be super cool. Like, all of these hilly trails just turn into normal people. There must be like 1 or 2 chests stuck over here in the corner somewhere. I keep on thinking this is Black Myth Wukong and feeling anxious that I'm attacking too much because attacking costs stamina in Wukong. Yikes. Behold the power of downward sword thrusts. So if you ever hear like a content creator sound really sleepy when they're doing a live stream and then you think, oh, they're so bored, they don't even like the game. No, it's probably because the live stream is happening at like fucking 4 p.m. for them or 4 a.m. The gaming scene is so bleak in the Western sphere that most CC have to cling on to China and Korea now. It's kind of sad. What do you mean? I don't understand that idea that only like Eastern Asian companies make good games now. They're just not looking in the right places. I actually think it's the opposite. I think it's China that's catching up, and sometimes also Korea. Like, Korea just has always just made good games. They're just held back by like NetEase. Is NetEase a Korean company? I feel like there's like one specific NetEase game though. I'm thinking of some other company. Nexon, yeah. I think it's just Nexon keeping on fucking up the Korean gaming scene. I feel like Korea has always made good games, but they're held back by like the shittiest gacha companies ever. They're held back by the shittiest optimization. I don't know what to call it. I can't think right now. I have to focus on killing stuff. They're really focused on monetization. Like, they really will just fuck over their entire game. They make completely good games and they say, well, what if we put crypto in this game? It's so weird. Like, legitimately, I think Korea would have made a Genshin by now. Like, they would have been earlier to making a Genshin if it weren't for their shitty optimized monetization. But I love a lot of Western games. Like, the idea that Western companies don't make good games is so weird. It's probably because they only play like AAA games. Like, if you only play AAA games, I guess, you know, it could be a bit sparse. But AAA gaming in general is just very sparse. Right? There's only a couple of games that are considered AAA every single year. There's like Spider-Man 2, which I think is a great game. I've only played like 10 minutes of it, but it's as good as Spider-Man 1. Do we know a lot of notable Western live service currently? I mean, if you look at Twitch, they're all Western live service games. Like, they're all Western live service. League of Legends, Grand Theft Auto, Apex Legends, Counter-Strike, Valorant, all of these are Western companies. World of Warcraft, Escape from Tarkov, sports, I guess. Overwatch 2 is still going, I guess. Stop hitting me. Like, sure, they might not be like new games. Isn't Deadlock made by a Western company? I think that's going pretty strong.
Let's light it up.
And it's not just like AAA games or live service games. Like, I play a lot of strategy games, so I know that Paradox Interactive is still making good strategy games. They're the only ones who are making like grand strategy games.
Incoming.
Baldur's Gate 3 came out last year. That game was phenomenal. I only played like, I didn't even get through the first act. It was like really buggy, to be honest. And it took so long to play. Like, China made one okay-ish good AAA game. And it's not like, it's not even one of the better ones. I think it's actually just a pretty middling. Like, Black Myth Wukong, I'm playing it. I love it. I think it's a great game. But it's like barely a great game. It's like a game that is just good because it did all of the things that it was supposed to do right. But it doesn't do anything particularly special. The reason why it's phenomenal is because it's about, like, Wukong. And a lot of Chinese people like Wukong. That's basically why it's doing so well right now. Genshin Impact is still going pretty strong. But that's Genshin. Like, if you look at all of the new Hoyoverse games, they're all pretty much, like, on a downturn right now. Even Genshin Impact is being, like, relatively speaking, less popular than it was in the past. Which is a shame, because I think Natlan is actually, like, the best region they've released since probably the start of the game, to be honest. I really do think, like, Natlan is, from the first, like, hour I played of it, is extremely good. But it would be better if I could just find this fucking chest. These fucking chests. Where are these chests? Come on. Do I have to scan the entire map? I feel like I've been running around this place forever. I need to, like, methodically scan each quadrant of the fucking map. So that I don't repeat myself going all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna go to this pool right over there. And see what's up over there. And if there's nothing, then I'll leave it. I used to think that it was permanent. When I destroyed these, like, bushes, it was permanent. So I would always go around, like hitting these bushes so that when I turn around, they would, like, not grow back. Because it would be easier to see things. Because I was really, like, OCD. And suspicious that there were things hidden inside these bushes, like a bunch of other games do. But then I noticed that if you run far enough, or long enough, and then you just turn around, they would grow back. And that always pissed me off.
Adventure time.
I also thought this game, when I first started this game, I thought this game would have, like, way less auto-targeting. So I would literally practice, like, hitting left and right with my mouse keys.
Cut to the chase.
When I first started this game. Now I just pray that the auto-targeting doesn't fuck me. And it does exactly what it needs to do. I just pray to God that the targeting isn't like Wuwa. Anybody still playing Wuwa, by the way? Probably not. I was watching Kamimos like a bit earlier, and he was talking about Wuwa, and basically he said what I was thinking, which is that there's just not enough content. Yeah. It's really that simple. Wuwa just doesn't have enough content. I thought they would release one new hologram each patch. I thought, like, one new hologram was basically, in my opinion, the minimum they could maintain a viable product that was, like, really popular, but I guess not. I guess they don't think that's true. I guess they don't care about, you know, competing with Genshin or whatever it is they call it.
Don't blink. Let's light it up.
I don't want to be a doomer, but I think, like, I honestly think Wuwa is just dead right now. Like, there's no hope for Wuwa left. I'm a straight up doomer. Yay! Haven't done that in a while. Haven't needed to actually throw one of these things in the water for like 500 years. A mobile game without auto-targeting is moronic, to say the least. Yeah, but a mobile game with bad auto-targeting is also really bad. That's what Did you guys see the news? Monopoly Go won Best Mobile Game of the Year at Gamescom or something. Or I forgot. What did Monopoly Go win? Monopoly Go wins Mobile Game. Mobile Game of the Year. Won Game of the Year in the Mobile Games Award. Yeah. I think it won over Zenless Zone Zero and like what? Yeah, I don't know what they won this prize at though. This was like 9 days ago. This is super old news. I haven't talked about it though. Monopoly Yo. But where did it win Mobile Games Awards?
Let's go find some treasure.
Lao Lamau even. Hoyoverse wins Best Developer Award. Wuthering Waves wins Best Audio Visual Accomplishment Award. It just shows you how all of these like awards are such dog shit. Wuthering Waves winning Best Audio Visual Accomplishment is such a joke. That game has zero like sound design at all.
Good things come to those who don't wait around.
Complete
That's what
joke.
they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
Honkai Star Rail wins Best Storytelling is more defensible, but even then, like Penacony was not perfect. Penacony was let's just say it was it happened. Those awards just go to whoever makes the most money or has the deepest pockets to sponsor that show. Exactly.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages.
Although to be fair, that is kind of a fun PvP all in itself. Everybody gets so offended by like opinions about gacha games because so much of gacha games is really opinion based, right? There's no PvP, there's no real PvP. So everybody's like, part of the biggest fun about gacha game is the excitement and the hype behind the game itself. So if you're like trying to decrease the excitement and trying to be all negative about the video game the gacha game that you're simping for, then of course you're gonna be offended because that's like ruining part of the fun of gacha games. So I can see like maybe they should just pay more for the title of Best Mobile Game so that they can give us free Primo Gems. They should pay them to give us Primo Gems. Subsidize our Gamba. Mobile games and gacha games are so weird, man.
With sword comes shadow.
There's so much like psychological mumbo jumbo that goes into like figuring out how mobile games work. I swear all the people on Reddit are brain fucked. Everybody on one of those gacha gaming like subreddits, whether that's Hoyoverse games or Wuwa, every single one of them is brain fucked. There is no hope for us. There is absolutely zero hope. We are staying late at night, up in the evening to like 4 p.m. to watch a live stream announcing the character that we will be gambling our life savings away for. This is where I am at in my life. I don't even feel bad about it. Like, it's actually really fun. But there you go. Yo, Sega employee, what's up? Were you here last stream? I forgot. Damn. I'm having Alzheimer's. Or it's because it's 4:30 p.m. at night and I'm like so tired. Not really. This is actually really this is actually not that tiring. Like streaming right now is actually pretty good for me. Because I feel super relaxed and I don't feel any need to like, I don't know, just focus. I'm just running around collecting dumb shit, trying to 100% this map that I would never do because I have no compass, and also because this map is made for like morons. This map is made by morons who want to like waste my time. How the hell did anybody 100% this in the first place?
Speed of light.
I swear anybody who wants to 100% maps in Genshin Impact, they have problems, man. Like, the only reason you would ever want to 100% a map is for, like, completionist sake. There is no real benefit to 100% a map. What you get is 5 Primo Gems, at most, for one chest. It's, like, 0.2% of a chest. Well, 100% Monchet, holy shit. Congrats, I guess. You're a part of the special gang.
Let's light it up.
You're a part of the very, very special few. There's probably an achievement for it too. Like, you get a reward. You get a special icon. It gives you 5 Primo Gems, I think. Or is it 10? It's Hoyoverse, so it's probably 5. Yeah, I was in a stream this morning. Nice.
Let's light it up.
God, you fucking shield bros. Shield bros. Cringe. Oh, the explosion put out the fire. Interesting. I never realized that would happen. I didn't realize explosions put out fires. Huh. No reward for 100%. Really? There's no achievement for 100%? Yeah, that's just Hoyoverse. Who needs awards? You just do it for fun. Also because you're OCD. I swear completionism is probably one of the like worst. It's actually low-key one of the worst mentalities in the world. Because it's so easy to like, what's it called? Negotiate? No, not negotiate. It's so easy to take advantage of people who have completionism as one of the like main goals in video games. Like you could literally just hide like a bajillion secrets in the world, and those secrets are like +1 primo gems, and people will try to go find them. It's so funny. Personally, I don't make it a goal to 100% maps. I just play organically, then wandering off to non-100% maps later when I'm bored. Yeah, I feel like I have to make it a goal, or else I will never 100% a map. Because realistically, I'm not gonna wander around here non-stop by myself. That's boring as hell. So I might as well just do it while streaming. Also, like, plants don't grow on rocks like this. So, fail Hoyoverse. They don't understand geography at all. Hire me. I will make you a real map with real biology. Vines don't grow like that, asshole. I like how there were no enemies in like Sumeru that actually used any of these abilities that they showed. Like, it's only these Hilichurl motherfuckers who summon giant vines that block your way. They never did that in Sumeru again. It's like they took out all the annoying things from 1.0. Every single one of these like annoying bullshit abilities in 1.0 they took out. It's like they realized that their audience is not like, we don't want this shit. We don't want this annoying shit. We just want to play a comfy game. T-Bot has its own laws. Yeah, Santiago Nova. You said it. Plants grow on rocks. Although, to be fair, plants do kind of grow on rocks in Taiwan because it's so damp and wet. But it's more like they grow on the gravel on top of rocks because there's so much like wet shit that the rocks themselves kind of become gravel. Enemies are much more readable now, a bit too readable. Yeah. The older enemies were so fucking annoying. Like, they'll summon vines right in front of you, and then... What if, like, you had 2 of those, like, Dendro Hilichurls just summon, like, 4 vines, one of them trapping you between each other? That would be hilarious. Like, it would just bounce you around from place to place. Genshin used to be a lot more abrasive, to be honest. Like, now the enemies, like, the most they do is they just do more damage and are tankier. But most of the time, their abilities are super easy to read. I don't know about Natlan, though. Natlan... Also, I feel like it might be a bit, like, unrelatable for me. Maybe it's not even the case, and I'm just, like, killing things in 2 hits, and that's why I'm saying this kind of bullshit. Maybe they're super hard to, like, fight now, and I just don't notice because I've already over-leveled myself. This game really was not made for people who play this game for, like, 4 years, man.
Speed of light. Hey!
Where are my last chests, dude? Where... How many Jades have you guys saved up for HSR? Like, what are you guys aiming for? Any of you guys want Sunday? I feel like everybody kind of just forgot Sunday existed. I don't know why they will delay Sunday's release for so long. It feels like all the hype for Penacony just kind of went away, and now nobody's cares about Honkai Star Rail anymore. Weird tactic that they do. I bet they're trying to prolong... I think that's what they're trying to do with Genshin as well. I think they're trying to prolong the Archon quest. Apparently 1.2 is going to be like a filler patch. I don't know how they're going to do it, because apparently the Archon quest is supposed to end in 5.3. That's like super long time, man. That's like half of the patch cycle. Okay, we got 22 minutes left.
Incoming.
I thought they would increase the length of the Archon quest, not like give us a filler patch in between. I was thinking in HSR, I haven't even played in a long time. It's pretty fun. I think the new story is pretty fun. I like the new premise. I like the Foxians. I think the Shinjo Lofu story is unironically like pretty good now. Like, unironically, the new one is pretty good. I've also seen leaks of the new area that we're going to, and it looks like kind of dope. We're going to a spaceship, like a giant spaceship that actually looks like a spaceship in 2.5. Although it's pretty sparse inside, it does not look as good as Penacony in my opinion, but it's like pretty unique. So I think that's pretty cool. The event I have not done, so I can't comment on that. But in general, I like the new units that they're releasing. Jiao Qiu, the new Nihility buffer, debuffer for Akron, is so powerful. Like, he's really good. Especially his E1. I want to get his E1.
Speed of light.
If I ever do the event, I'm probably just going to go for E1 Jiao Qiu. I'm trying to think about a way to make a video about the endgame in HSR without being like negative. It's like, I talk a lot of shit about how prevalent power creep is in HSR, but I'm not even sure if it's a bad thing. It's like, it's made me appreciate Genshin Impact more, but I'm not sure if that's like a completely negative thing for Honkai Star Rail, because I do think that some degree of power creep is necessary. And I'm not sure at this point that the amount of power creep that HSR has is unnecessary. Like, what if that's just how turn-based games are? What if you just need that amount of power creep to make turn-based games interesting? You know what I mean? Like, would people really be excited for a character that is just kind of a side grade to another existing character, like in Genshin Impact? Because I feel like those characters aren't even that. Like, Arlecchino is basically just a side grade to Hu Tao, if you're being honest. The people got excited for Arlecchino.
Let's light it up.
So it's not completely power-based. Like, obviously, Arlecchino is not a bad character. But she's also not the best character, and people completely, like, emptied their wallets for her. I also got Jade and was surprised at how good she is for Pure Fiction, but she is an erudition character, so if she's not in good Pure Fiction, then I don't know what she would be good at. So it's not really surprising there. And by the end of this stream, I'll probably have found 0 chests and 0 secrets in this entire place. No idea where the last 9% of the things are. Maybe I got a, like a secret 1%. No, just 91%. Nope. I was too naive. I died from exhaustion. Arlecchino has almost everything though. Story, lore, design, meta relevancy. True. But it just goes to show that, like, meta isn't everything, right? She is, like, really strong, but she's not, like, the best, strongest. I wonder if Honkai Star Rail could do that. I think to date, there has not been a single instance of a Honkai Star Rail character that has sold well without being meta. Like, obviously, Jing Yuan doesn't count because he was, like, at the very start of the game and we didn't know what the hell we were doing. But it would be really interesting to see if Honkai Star Rail could sell a character that wasn't meta. When was the last time that happened for Genshin Impact? I don't think that ever happened. Maybe like Linny. Maybe Linny.
Cut to the chase.
And I wouldn't even say Linny wasn't meta. I do think that with the amount, one of the reasons why they are giving the Sprout Abyss more buffs now is the fact that there are so many new characters now that it is becoming harder to power creep the characters, right? So what do they do? Instead of making the new characters intrinsically more powerful than the older ones, they will just increase the blessings that favor those characters, right? So just give them more blessings in Spiral Abyss, give them more blessings in Pure Fiction, not Pure Fiction, but Imaginarium Theater. You get like 15% crit rate and 30% crit damage now if you're using Burning. So that's just a straight up Emily buff. Insane. Not really insane. It's just Honkai Star Rail stuff. Part of the reason why I'm also kind of reluctant to like make a video just shitting on Honkai Star Rail's endgame, which a lot of people have kind of done. Like if you search power creep Honkai Star Rail, a lot of people really like people are talking about Honkai Star Rail's power creep so much these days. I feel like if I said anything, I would not be adding to anything. There would be nothing for me to say. Yo, welcome back. Yo, welcome back, Tromaxer. Welcome to yourself. I am. Oh, it's only 15 minutes away until the live stream. Nice. I was just talking about how I was reluctant to criticize Honkai Star Rail because I really don't know. Like, I feel like everybody is talking about how Honkai Star Rail has power creep now. It's like, it's a pretty saturated subject. Everybody has already voiced their opinion, and I'm not even sure it's a problem that most people care about. Like at this point, is Honkai Star Rail not having power creep a controversial subject? I don't know. What do you guys consider to be the most, like, pressing things in the gacha industry right now? Or just Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact? What do you consider to be, like, things that people aren't talking about?
Nowhere to hide.
Also, forgive me if my voice sounds kind of weird right now. Because I'm actually sitting in a different position with my microphone in a different position because I broke my chair. And I had to get a new one. I had to readjust the height of my monitor and everything. So that's happened. I broke my last comfy chair. I'm too fat. I need to get some skinny. Like I need to get liposuction. HSR development and gameplay leaves almost no room for roster diversity. Direct power creep is pretty much bound to happen. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. Oh my god, I found a chest! Fuck.
Let's light it up. Everybody
Amazing.
stand back.
Insane.
Can't handle your drink. Huh.
Ouch.
Let's go, let's go. Huh?
That's at least 1 more %. Let's go.
Off we go.
Smack, smack.
Yeah.
What weapon is he using? What is that? I've never seen that weapon before. It must be a 3-star.
Off we go.
I feel like one of the reasons why the gacha industry is slowing down now is because there's not a lot of topics that have not been covered. I think most of the things that are the most pressing have been explored. Oh my god, another chest! Like, the endgame content is not that big of a deal now because people have already experienced the endgame content in Honkai Star Rail, and they kind of see, like, what the... people have already seen what the endgame in gacha games are capable of. You'll notice that Tectone, it doesn't really talk about endgame anymore, and most of the content creators that used to complain about endgame in Genshin Impact no longer complain about endgame in Genshin Impact. Like, they haven't made... I don't think there has been a person who has made a video about this yet. But I think from watching Genshin Impact, from Honkai Star Rail, I think a lot of people have kind of realized that getting like the endgame in Genshin Impact is not like the foolproof thing that they wanted. And of course, we also got Imaginarium Theater. And that was like not exactly what everybody was hoping for. But at the same time, it's not like the worst thing ever as well. So it's kind of hard to just like make videos criticizing anything in Genshin Impact right now. Because there's really not that much to criticize. I think Genshin Impact has already reached like its 99% ideal state, if that makes any sense. It resets, IT resets in 2 days. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I'll probably stream it. I want to stream myself doing the new difficulty and see where that leads. We got 13 minutes left, I think. Yeah, 7 minutes. Nice. Shit. Okay, I gotta be at 92% now. Thank God. Okay, 8% left. Insane. Leveling my Dia for that. Yeah, see, this is what's so great about Imaginarium Theater. It just makes you think about characters that you otherwise would not. Because they're complete dog shit. And even when Dia isn't really like complete dog shit, she's just kind of whatever because she slows down her E and leaves the field. And that's the most optimal way to play her. Pretty sad.
Don't blink.
How many of you guys like continue to watch live streams? Like, if you guys weren't watching a content creator, would you watch live streams on the like at the time that they come out? I don't know. I feel like if I wasn't streaming, I would just watch it by myself after the stream. Which isn't to say that I don't care about them. It's just that the timing is kind of weird.
Don't blink. Let's light it up.
Die.
Going in.
Die. Die, Hilichurl, die. Okay, is it time yet? No. Is it time yet? No. 5 more minutes. Oh, that was good progress. I made 1% progress. Why is there just like a hole here? Like, does anybody explain why there's just a hole in the ground? Someone had to like manually design that. They made it so that there's a hole in the ground. It has to lead somewhere. It doesn't. Gacha is a known entity now, with major releases mostly following Genshin's formula and game monetization progression. Yeah, it's super... I wouldn't say it's boring, but it is like a covered... It is a known quantity now. Gacha games... And it's not just a known quantity. It's not like just because we know what to expect that the games became less interesting and less interesting to cover. It's also that the way that people cover games has also changed, right? Back when Genshin first released, most people didn't have early access, right? Everybody kind of just got the new characters at the same time. We could all experiment with the characters at the same time. Now, though, like, everybody is making all... If you're a content creator making guides, like, if you don't have early access, like, what the heck are you actually doing? I have no idea how they're supposed to make any money. Because the first people to make guides, to watch a guide, to release a guide, to make a guide, they're the ones who are making money. But I don't really care about the making money side of things. I feel like the fact that so many people get early access, and it's not just early access to characters now, right? If you go to like I was searching up Natlan a couple of days ago, and I realized that Sevi Plays had actually uploaded like content footage of Natlan exploration before. Yeah, this, like, she's literally showing exploration of Natlan before the game released. That was 3 days ago. So it's not even just early access for characters now. It's like literally early access to the regions. That's insane. Like, everybody who is in on like the content creation program like knows way more about the game than you do. There's no mystery anymore. Everybody just goes into these games knowing everything if they really wanted to. The amount of knowledge that you have about these games is absolutely insane. From the leaks, from official early access, from the content creators, from the developers themselves. Like, I'm not even saying it's a bad thing, but it does feel like there's a lot less mystery to it. And so there's also a lot less motivation to make videos about anything. Like, what are you supposed to make a video? Like, back in the day, you could make videos about literally anything in Genshin, and then you could get 1 million views. That's basically what Akron did. I guess that's because the leakers and why they're doing that now. Yeah, that's part of it. But I also think it's just good monetization. It's like... It's good business practice. It's like making people hyped about the new region because they see like the new stuff and then they want to do the new stuff. They want to monetize the content creators so that people who are like into the content creators will see them doing cool stuff so that they'll want to do cool stuff. But at the end of the day, it just makes it feel like it almost makes like the gaming industry feel a bit sterile. And I think that really impacts gacha games because gacha games are all about like cycles, right? They are a cycle of content. And if the content is not exciting, then people don't really want to, they don't want to consume the content. And I've had to actively restrict myself from watching content creators at some point. Like, it's not like a hard and fast rule. It's not like I'm just telling myself, oh, you can't watch this person and you can't watch that person, or else you won't have fun anymore. But, like, I have actively stopped watching streamers just stream the game because I actually want to do the Natlan content myself, right? But people were literally releasing Natlan content before the game even came out. Like, what? Wonder how new major open world gacha lineups are going to do differently to shake things up. Like, they'll have Pokemon mechanics, they'll have newer mechanics. They'll try to do some things differently, right? Because even Wuthering Waves was slightly different from Genshin. The problem is it different enough from Genshin? And for me, Wuthering Waves is not different enough from Genshin. It was different enough for me to keep playing it for like a month or two. But a month or two is not really anything for gacha games. A month or two is nothing. Because these games keep making money over the span of years. They have to be like mainstream successes for long amounts of time to have the same reach as... Well, they don't really need to have that. That's the thing. That's the really disturbing thing about gacha games. They really don't need to make... They don't really need to be long-term successes. It's not like Tower of Fantasy was a failure. They made tons of money. They made millions of dollars. But they're just not very interesting products because they don't have the same ambition as a Hoyoverse game. So like, why would I cover those games? It's like, oh, you're here and now you're not here in a month or two.
Let's light it up.
I don't really care about those games. I want to play a game for a long time. I want these to be like long-term investments, sort of. I really don't like switching games, is what I've realized. I think that's why gacha games like Genshin Impact and Hoyoverse games are so attractive to me, because I can just keep on playing the same game again and again, and it'll always get new content. That's actually really good for me. I feel like a lot of people don't actually like that. A lot of people just want to be done with the game and then move on to a new game. Also, Zendao, what you're talking about with the new open world games, every game being just kind of similar to Genshin Impact. I do think that Zenless Zone Zero is going to be my last gacha game. I also think the formula that Genshin started with the open world content, open world gacha game, is coming to an end soon. I think Azure Promelia will probably be the last major gacha. NTE, Never to Steverness, could be okay, but I feel like a lot of the things that they introduced could be very hollow. Because let's be honest, what is the point of, you know, what is the point of really collecting a car or driving a car? It'll be fun for the first, you know, it'll be fun for the first 20 minutes, the first couple of hours, maybe 8 hours. But if it's going to be like Echoes, remember how Echoes were something we were supposed to get hyped up about? How we were going to farm for like these shiny Echoes? You guys remember that? It didn't happen because the feature was completely borked. The shiny Echoes would just spawn in the same place over and over again at certain points of the day. And the Echoes themselves are just not really that interesting to farm. Like, running around farming for shit is the exact same thing you do in Genshin Impact. Mechanically speaking, there is no difference between farming Echoes and going around killing Helitrolls in Genshin. It's not fun. I feel like that kind of content would only be attractive to streamers who have no life and are trying to like delay their stream for as long as humanly possible. Sorry, but that's kind of true. Okay, I should probably shut this off. Yeah, you know what? Just quit Genshin. I'm done with my 1% progression. It's pretty good for 40 hours of exploring. We got 3 minutes left. I heard they nerfed Fei Xiao a lot, but I honestly don't care. I will pull for her with all my Primo Gems. It'll be like 9 pulls in total, but it'll be 9 of the best pulls you'll ever see. Na 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 na. Honkai Star Rail just did... I feel like Honkai Star Rail did just barely enough to separate itself from Genshin. Because even the non-open world exploration in Honkai Star Rail is kind of getting to me. Maybe they show the collab characters in this live stream. No way, it's going to come out next year. I don't care about the collab at all. I feel like it would actually be a waste of time for me. Like a waste of... I don't want to pull for like any of the fake characters if they're going to be pullable. If they actually release them as full-on characters, I'll probably skip all of them. Unless they give them out for free, I'm not pulling for them. I feel like they will become full-on characters that you can pull for, though, eventually. If they do, like, the only way they would interest me when it comes to a fake collab would be to release some of the lesser-known characters. I feel like Atalanta would be honestly pretty cool. Atalanta. FGO. I feel like maybe if they release Atalanta... Okay, this is kind of sus. I'm not sure if this is kind of worrying. Searching any of the names of any FGO character is kind of boring in general, but hopefully my sensors are turned on and I can actually search character names. Yeah, I would like to see Atalanta. Some of the lesser known FGO characters would be really cool. But it's not even FGO collab, it's a Fate Unlimited Order, Unlimited Blade. Works collab, which is super boring because it has like the worst characters in all Fate. Why can't they do Zero? I like Lancer from Zero. But most of my favorite Fate characters are from Zero. I feel like Unlimited Blade Works was probably the best overall, but I don't know. I don't like how it ended so happily. Although Unlimited Blade Works had the best interactions between Rin and Archer. Unlimited Blade Works had that going for it. I think that was the best part of Unlimited Blade Works. I liked how bleak Zero was though. Zero had the most bleak of all of the different settings. All the different timelines or whatever you call them. You call them routes, right? I never played the Fate Grand Order light novel. I heard a character named Archer is gonna be the collab character. Oh, you're not a Fate enjoyer, so you probably don't know about Archer. Archer is probably like, I don't know, I wouldn't say he's boring, but he does feel like the most typical character you would ever have in a Fate collab. So it's like I don't know why people want the main character as one of the characters that you have a collab for. It's just not that interesting. It's like having okay.
Whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your good buddy, March 7th. Before we ever went to the Xianzhou, we'd heard about the war dance ceremony, and now look! I am currently on the Xianzhou Luofu, where the ceremony will be held, bringing you the first on-site report.
Hey, March 7th! Just because we're shooting outside doesn't mean you can do whatever you want! Stage etiquette, remember?
Don't worry, Albert. I recently started training
Fate
under my new
is
masters,
popular the same
and those
reason
moves
Genshin
you
is
just saw
popular.
were legit.
It was relatively good at a
Look
time
at
when
my
most gachas were
outfit.
shit.
Isn't it just so cute?
See, this is how an amateur host behaves.
Like, I'm not
What
saying
kind of host
Genshin is
starts
bad,
showing off their
but
outfit before they even finish introduction?
a lot of its
You know
popularity
the
is due to
audience
being the
doesn't
first
wanna
of its
see
kind.
this. Hey,
Just
Jack,
like how Fate was
let
the first
us
of its
know how
kind.
you feel about my outfit. Oh, thank you so much.
As a host with many years of experience, let me remind our amateur host, who's only done this twice, it's time to start the program!
Oh, right. Up next, explore the Xianzhou with March 7th.
We're not at that part yet!
Huh? Oh, all for just $19.99. This special discount is only available from the Interstellar Shopping
What
Network.
the heck have you been watching on the Xianzhou? Yeah, forget it. It's time for the expert to take over. Watch and learn. Play the trailer!
This better be epic. Oh yeah!
Welcome
Battleship
everyone
style.
to the War Dances Knockout Stage.
I like this
brought to
setting.
you live.
I like the giant guns.
Both fighters are ready. The final showdown begins now.
That's cringe.
Spicy, stimulating. Something ominous has arrived.
Welcome, Miss Slingshot.
What the hell?
Tauron.
Wait, we're gonna get Videoto of lore?
Looks
Interesting.
like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again.
I think her design is dog shit.
Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling prison.
Faisha, the boards of Starscape Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast. Hold them back! I will be there immediately! I venture forth to hunt. I'll see the General's duty through to my last breath. It's inevitable! Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Your water ends here. Iron's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance. We're both monsters that were born for war and die for war.
Pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster.
Wait, this is actually pretty epic. But that was probably one single cutscene, and they split it up into like 4 different parts to make it seem longer. So from what I've gathered, we're probably getting 2 cutscenes at most. I don't like how short these trailers are. I want them to be longer. But yeah, we're going to a spaceship with the like giant guns on it. If the world had any justice, Mozo would have been a 5-star. These trailers aren't exactly cheap. It's true they're not cheap, but I just wish there were more. I wish every trailer was as good as like the main story trailers. It's pretty good. I thought it was better than the last one, but it just feels a bit short, you know.
Welcome back to the version 2.
I can always want more.
Flying Aurea Shot to Lupine Rue special program. I'm sure you all are brimming with anticipation after seeing that trailer. With that in mind, let's send it back over to our correspondent on the Cienjo and see what's been happening there. Hello, March 7th. March 7th, we're in the Cienjo. March 7th,
yeah,
we're in the Cienjo. Could you briefly describe to us?
Wait, her emotion of like the animations on her face are.
March 7th?
Then I'll
Why
just
don't you
get
just say-
started.
Oh my gosh, she's so emotive.
Okay,
She's so expressive. How did they do that? Did they change her model?
Dear viewers, I am at the venue where the war dance will take place. The Sky Splitter! Let me tell you a secret. It seems like something big will happen on the Cienjo.
Yeah, you just
In this
happened.
very spot.
You just showed it in the
One of the-
trailer. Oh, she's cutting up.
March 7th? No, don't disconnect at the most important part, director! Turn it off now!
I wonder how much full feature a movie in this style would cost. It would cost a lot.
Broadcast, so let me introduce the
Like a full
very
a
special
full
guest
movie
for
would have as
today's
much
program.
animation
The new
as all the
Golden
trailers that
Master of
Hoyoverse
the
has ever done
Cienjo
combined
Locals
together.
Alchemy Commission, Lingsha.
I am Lingsha. It's a pleasure to meet everyone.
The Merlin's Claw, the Cienjo Yaoqing. Fei Shao!
Hi, everyone. General Fei Shao is busy dealing with some very important things, so she asked the Luo Fu to have someone fill in for her.
Oh, so her voice actor was busy.
Finally, the Shadow
see.
Guard of the Cienjo Yaoqing.
Spoilers,
Whoa!
he's not actually who he says he is.
Here.
Let's once again welcome everyone with a warm round of applause. March 7th. Are you there?
Are we back?
Looks like March might have a problem. Is it serious?
Looks like the issue hasn't been fixed yet. My deepest apologies to your guests.
Mr. Albert, there's no need to apologize. These things happen. We all understand. Please do not stress so much. It's not good for your health.
Miss Lingshaw is so right. Then let's just focus on our studio for now. At the end of the last version, some not so great things happen on the Luo Fu.
Mr. Albert, are you
Find a
serious?
stool under the
They've
pristine blue
invited
part
so many
2.
people
Wolves
to the
lurk
vortex.
encircling, and the
It's
hunter
a
draws their
true
bow.
How could
High above,
something like
within
a
the Sky
prison break in the
Splitter,
cycling
Sky
strip
Splitter, the
happen
Cienjo
now?
Lofu's war dance
Mr.
ceremony is about to
Albert,
commence its sanguine
Let's suppose
competition.
you wanted permission to exceed this program's budget. Would you follow all the right procedures?
I
to
wonder
get
what
your
they're going to
request
announce
approved?
besides like the
Or
usual stuff.
would you mix it in with a bunch of
I wonder if they will
applications
try to
the
keep
day
people
before a public holiday?
interested.
How did you know I...
I just mean the war dance.
Or are
with
they
the
going to
chaos
try to
of all the
avoid
visitors
Natlan's
from
release?
abroad provides a
Yo,
similar
Siga Play, what's
opportunity
up?
for someone to take advantage.
Didn't even
of.
realize you were gone.
Suppose also a little rabbit snuck into
But
the
nice that you're
studio.
back.
Would Mr. Albert let it hide and chew on the wires?
Lingsha is so
Or
cute. I just
put
said she was
a few
boring,
carrots on the
but
table to try and catch
okay,
it?
I guess you're changing my
Rabbits don't
mind.
chew on wires.
I had noticed that a lot of people like Lingsha. I'm happy for them.
I get it.
Like I see a lot of
Setting
people on
up
Twitter
bait.
liking
Is
Lingsha.
this what General Jing Yuan meant by wash away the dregs?
Let me see what speech the general left for me.
I would like to pull
It
for
says
her,
we
but
need to
just
take
like
this
compared to Fei
opportunity
Xiao,
to give the Luo Fu a good cleanup.
compared to Fei Xiao, she's kind of just like
Place
she's
on
just
the
kind of
Luo Fu
there.
that's dirty?
I don't know. I feel like Fei
Please
Xiao just
be
overshadowed all the
assured.
new characters.
The Cloud Knights have already arrived at the Shackling prison to begin rescue efforts. General
She's
Fei
not
Xiao
even
will
that good based
personally
on
lead her
leaks.
troops in
I
capturing
just
the
kind of want
escape
her for
force and
like
criminals
aesthetic
and ensure
reasons.
the safety of the surface of the Luo Fu. General Jing Yuan will go
What
to the
about
Shackling
Rappa? Do you
prison
like her
and investigate
design?
how this incident played
She
out.
looks like a
While General
VTuber.
Huayan will assist
Like
with
I like her
overseeing the
design,
affairs
but
of
she
the
looks
Luo
like
Fu's
she belongs in
6
another
divisions.
game.
Hearing the generals are involved
She
makes
looks
me
like she
feel
belongs
better
in
already.
ZZZ.
But what about Mr. Zhao Cho? He's still with the Borison.
I'm actually
General
the
Fei
happiest
Xiao
so
says
far
she
with
knows
Jiao Qiu. I think
Jiao
Jiao
Qiu
Qiu has
his own reasons for
unironically been
doing
one of the
this,
best polls
whether
I've
it's to
had in a
pin down
long
the
time.
enemy or gather
Nisha is a
intelligence.
5-star version of Galaga. I've heard that a lot, but she
Jiao
also
Qiu
has a
takes care of
summon.
himself.
I'll find him.
I heard that she's not that good
I
in leaks, but I feel
promise.
like a lot of the leakers are just like complete dog shit at analyzing power levels. Because people said that Jiao Qiu would be shit, but he's not.
There's
Jiao Qiu
one
is
thing I
amazing.
don't understand. If Hule
Part of
is the
Natlan too.
Foxman's
Yeah, a lot of the
greatest
new
enemy,
characters are like
why hasn't the Yao Qing
very,
gotten
like-
rid of him in these past
what's the word
700
for it?
years? But instead just sent people to visit him.
Rappa, all the Natlan
Apparently, It has
characters.
something to do with never dying in eternal punishment or something.
Some of the ZZZ characters,
My
like they
notes
feel like
suggest
they're
asking
all
General
very
Jin Yuan later.
like hip hop.
He's better at explaining these things.
It looks like Miss
Lingsha design has typical Hoyo's design to a T, yeah.
Finest duel
You've got the
under
detached arm
pristine
sleeves. You got
blue.
the dress,
Only thing
exposed
left
navel.
is the task of
She
defeating
does have
the
nice arms though. She's got like red arms and red
Mark,
legs.
Are you volunteering again?
She has those like little
Seems like
sleeves
it's not
behind her that
lagging
flow.
anymore on my
Like
end.
it works.
Can you hear me?
You know why they keep on using the same design? It's because
I
people
can
like
hear
them.
you.
It's not even a secret. People love Hoyoverse
Where
designs.
are we in the program
Joshua
now?
isn't shit, but he was
Where you
nerfed every
defeat
design.
Hule.
Yeah, I feel like I just kind of ignore the beta.
All right.
I ignore all the beta
That's
leaks.
enough jokes for now.
I did see that he was nerfed,
Mr. Albert. Let's
but
start the next
he's still
thing.
best in slot for Akron. Like that is undisputable. He is best in slot for Akron, and because of that, no matter what, I do have Akron. So I don't know. I feel like the fact that he makes my Akron do uber amounts of damage has made me change my mind on the fact that he looks like an NPC. I feel like it's like I went from he looks like an NPC to wait, actually he's awesome. Look at him, he's so dope doing his like fire
As we
spear,
all
fire
know, General Fei
barnacle
Xiao
throwy
never
ability.
loses
I don't know what
battle
it's called.
And is known as the vanquishing general in the Alliance. Today, we're lucky to get a look at the general's
He throws
arrows
these
of
like
battle.
ninja stars at
The general
people,
said,
except they're like food.
Great victories are won by the whole
Copium.
army.
No, it's not
It would be
copium. It's
quite
literally I changed my
narcissistic
mind
and
because
inappropriate of me to
he's
take all
extremely
the credit.
powerful.
Lacking general, lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
We can also add, lacking in care for others' opinions of her, lacking in respect for her doctor's advice.
I think Fei
and lacking
Xiao
in
has probably
peers
the
when she's
best
had too much
combination
to
of
drink.
Hoyoverse design
That's what
and
Jiao
like
Qiu
unique
said.
aesthetics.
And I
Out of all the
agree.
Honkai Star Rail tall female
Is that
characters.
really true?
I don't know why.
Everyone
It's just
has
like
their
she
own
is
way of doing
perfect.
things. I find this kind of general very interesting. But still, you should really listen to your doctor.
Uh-huh.
Like she still has the
Gotta
Chinese
follow the doctor's
dress,
orders.
like
The
motifs
storyteller always talks
on her
about how
body, on the
General
upper
Fei
body,
Xiao
but she
leads the
also wearing like
charge in
short
battle.
shorts. But she
I
also
just
has
thought
like
she
long
was
boots
so-
and she's wearing a coat.
What's the word again?
And she has guns
Careless?
and an axe.
Carefree.
Like that's a
The
perfect combination right
Knights
there.
of the Yao Qing are an elite force composed mostly of Foxians. They're the arrowheads in the hunt for abominations, and their fighting style
They shot a
is
single target.
exactly
Yeah,
like
but
General Fei Xiao.
She's also a follow-up
I leave
attacker,
the
so it's
strategizing
not
to
really that
people
big of a
like
deal.
Jin Yuan and Yao Guang. My duty is to be the
Arrow that helps pierce the hearts of the enemy.
I've recently been learning some Xianzhou martial arts. Did General Fei Xiao leave any training secrets that you could share with me?
I've also noticed
Uh,
something
The
about.
general didn't mention
I've also
anything,
noticed something about the new
but
stories in
according to Sushi,
all of the
on
Hoyoverse
the Yao
games.
Qing, they
Have you guys
probably
noticed that the new
57
stories have
strict
gotten much
exercises and then
simpler
run
in
20
their
miles for
presentation?
cardio.
Like I've heard a lot of people say that
I
Natlan's
think
story
I
is much simpler and like much more basic compared
The
to
general
Fontaine.
used to train me this way.
The new Shinjo Luofu
It's not
story
bad.
is like that as well.
Isn't
There's
there
not a lot of
saying,
like big twists and
life lies in
turns.
movement? Running makes you happy.
So Genshin's story,
everyone
Honkai
should give it a try.
Star Rail story, and Zenless
Only
Zone
with
Zero
the
story
most
are all
extreme
very basic so
self-discipline
far.
Can you
Is that-
become
Anybody else
stronger
notice
than
that?
everyone
Like they're
else?
so easy to understand compared to the
Next,
previous
let's
stories.
take a look at the
I love it.
general's heroism
People say it
in
might be too
battle.
simple, but I just
General
think it's
Fei Xiao
legitimately
follows
just
the
a better
path
way of
the
doing
hunt
things.
and excels
I hope
in
they
all
continue
kinds
this
of
with
battle.
all the
Your
future
basic
regions,
attack
whether it's
and
like main
skill
regions
deal
or
wind damage to the enemy
like
using
filler
gun
filler
blades
content.
and a battle axe respectively. The general also works closely with their allies. After her teammates
I think
attack
Buddha
the
does better
enemy,
than Fei Xiao. He
Fei
does
Xiao
like
will
1 million
launch a
damage in
follow-up
comparison to
attack
her
and increase the
500,000.
damage
Yeah, but
dealt
Buddha
to
is a
the
break
enemy.
character.
General
And once
Fei
there's no
Xiao
more break
accumulates flying
enemies,
Aureus
then you're
after
just kind of
every
fucked.
certain number of attacks.
Boothill
That's
is
right.
much more like a
After
one-hit
she uses
wonder.
her skill, Fei Xiao will immediately
probably gonna
trigger
get
her
power cut
talent's
way
follow-up
sooner.
attack one time. When she uses her ultimate,
Facial doesn't really have to worry about the enemies having a break bar.
Series of attacks on the enemy with her gun.
Well, she does, but it's not as big of a deal.
Then she strikes the enemy with a final blow.
God, I hate the Shinjo Lofu moves like so much. It's so underwhelming.
12 points.
Different combat
I'm sorry
strategies
for
are
like
needed
the
to deal
one
with enemies
Shinjo
in
Lofu
different
music
spheres.
lover. There are good tracks on the Shinjo
example,
Lofu,
The gun blades
but this
deal more
background
damage to
music is complete
weakness-broken
dog shit.
enemies. But if the enemy is not weakness broken, the battle axe deals more
Especially
damage.
when you're doing these like hype moments and showing off the
Swoop
moves.
down.
And also,
Striking
good
the
job
enemy
of
with a
spoiling the
force
enemies,
that could
assholes.
shatter the sky.
See, this is what I mean by there's
Flying
no
Orpheus is the
surprise
spirit
anymore.
bestowed
They
upon
literally
the
just
general
show
by
the
the
enemy
rainbow.
right away.
It's
Like,
the
oh my
source of
god,
her
we're
power
fighting the
and
big
her
bad
duty.
doggy
The
doo-doo
general's
guy.
technique
You
is
have to collect
also
stacks
very
and with Facial, you need
Using
Robin
it
and
during
Mid-Train.
exploration
Yeah, but I'll
increases
probably
her
be
movement
getting
speed and
getting
pulls
Idolins
in
anyways.
multiple enemies within a
Oh, this
set
is awesome. You
If
can
the
actually
general
swirl the
attacks
enemies
are in
around.
her technique
That's so cool. That's probably the
enemy's
best part of
pulled
her
in
kit.
will enter combat, and she will deal damage to all of them.
That is the
general
best part of
will
her kit.
also
You can
gain
literally
flying
run
warriors
around and
points,
swirl enemies
and
around
the
you
more
and then just
enemies
hit them
pulled
all at the
in,
same time.
the higher
I hope that
her
works in
damage.
Spiral Abyss.
The
I mean,
Azure
Member
Dragon
of Chaos.
draws
I mean,
forward,
Pure
and the
Fiction. I
flying
mean, whatever it
Aureus
is
lies
that
in
they
wait. The
make us
grace
fight.
of General Fei Xiao is truly admirable.
Let's just say she doesn't care what others think of her when she gets worked up.
Collecting stacks is like the very basic. Oh my god.
General
Animation.
Fei Xiao's animated short and myriad Celestia videos will be released soon.
Oh my god.
I'm really looking forward to them.
In version 2.5, Journal Fei
It's so
Xiao
funny.
will
It's
also
like-
introduce a brand new
I wonder if
trial
it
for
works on the elite
Trailblazers
enemies. That would be the
called
most hilarious.
Echo of War
Just swirling
in
around all the
Beast
giant
Battle.
robots. Whoa! Nice spoiler, assholes. Dude, they spoil everything. I mean, come on. Like, I knew they always do this in live streams, but they literally spoiled both enemies. Like, why? At least hide some of it. I'm actually kind of pissed right now. Like, they're literally showing more than the leaks. Holy shit, that's a big doggy. Yo, what's up,
Looks
Adrian
like
Gaylor?
our tradition of fighting friends wherever we go continues.
It's best for you not to watch
smell
and just
the
like
scent of
just
blood.
use your ears and listen to
This
everything
flying
because they're
Aureus
literally showing
seems
all the lore,
unusual.
all of the new
Yes.
content.
The opponent in
Nothing
this
is left
trial
to your
is a shadow of the
imagination
general,
anymore.
and an
There's no
apparition
mystery.
Of flying Aureus, ecliptic inner beast.
We're gonna fight the
As
dog,
the
big
saying
doggy
goes,
doodoo. We're gonna
if you know
fight
yourself and
the
know
big
your
doggy doodoo number
not
2.
lose in 100 battles. Before you take on the general's trial, I prepared an exclusive battlefield report for you. Ecliptic Inner Beast and Shadow of Fei Xiao have 3 phases.
Whoa,
Ecliptic
she
Inner
uses a
Beast
spirit
will join the
swipe
battle
ability.
starting
That's
from the
actually
second
that's
phase.
new.
Different
I
parts
actually
of the
didn't know
beast
that.
can
I've
separately
watched like the
apply
leaks
different debuffs to
too,
our
and
team.
they never
In
showed this.
battle, Shadow
Holy
of Fei
shit.
Xiao resonates
That's a
with
Rasengan.
Ecliptic Inner Beast's parts.
She's
Resonate
literally
will
just
cause the
Naruto.
Inner
She's
Beast
actually just
parts'
Naruto.
next action to be enhanced and greatly increase the threat they pose to the team.
Just spoil yourself before
Shadow
they
of
spoil
Fei
you
Xiao's
next time.
ability
Yeah,
deals
unfortunately, I've already
massive
seen it.
damage
Yeah,
to all
dude.
targets. When using
Oh my
this
god,
ability,
that's so epic.
every
That's
part
oh
that is
my
yet to be
god,
broken
that's so
will
cool.
increase the damage dealt by the ability. And
She
the
bites
ability
them
will
and then she
enhance the
throws them on
parts
the
that are
ground.
not weakness
Insane.
broken.
It seems like the best strategy is to weakness break the inner beast parts in resonant states as quickly as possible.
What the fuck does that
Then,
even mean?
Shadow of Fei Xiao is much less dangerous.
Please use normal
Attacking the
words.
weakness-broken inner beast parts will deal even more damage to Shadow of Fei Xiao.
Like I've already
completing
all
the
seen
trial,
all this, but
you
I
will
didn't
be
see it in
able to
such
obtain
detail. Like I
Auspice
still feel
Slipper,
kind of pissed that
Lin
they're
Shai
spoiling
and
this.
Moza's advanced trace materials. Friendly reminder.
Like,
the
I-
advanced
sometimes I
trace
wonder if I should
materials
even watch
used
the live
by Journal
streams.
Fei Xiao is Regret of Infinite Okama.
Like the
Next,
ideal way of playing these
I'd like
gacha
to
games is
introduce
actually
the
to just
new
go in completely
Aldrin
blind. I
Master,
feel like that would
who has
actually be the
returned to
optimal
the
way to
Law
play these
Fu
gacha
from
games.
the
You'll
Yume.
save yourself so much
Miss
surprise, so
Lin
much
Shai.
like spontaneity. Oh my gosh, she actually is kind of cute. Never mind. Like she does have the absolute typical Hoyoverse design, but it's like done in the most perfect way. Like this is the peak Hoyo. This is the most typical peak Hoyoverse design. You got the detached arm sleeves, you got a neck collar, you got some leg bands, you got some like flowing things at the back.
Miss Lingshaw is as light and
It's
graceful
as Hoyoverse as
a
you can
wisp of
possibly
smoke.
get.
And she has a very pleasant scent.
You flatter me, Miss Gui. I am a healer, and I've always carried medicinal incense with me. I use fragrances to help me practice medicine, and
Not gonna
somehow
lie, it gets
always
old.
ends up
Yeah, it does
sticking
get
to
old.
me.
We had a healer on the show last
That's
time.
kind of why I like Fei
Oh,
Xiao.
we
I
could
feel like Fei
smell
Xiao is actually the most different one so far. Like, even
Dr.
considering
Yacho
Penacony, I feel like
focuses on
Penacony
nutrition
female
and
character
food
designs
as
were kind of
medicinal
mid.
therapy. I use incense to diagnose patients.
I just wish Fei Xiao had a tail. Like, I don't understand why they took away the tail. I feel like if Fei Xiao had the tail, she would just be like
Did
the
I
best
hear
design that
right?
Honkai Star has ever
You
made.
use smell to diagnose illnesses?
A smell can convey a lot of information. For example, while Mr. Maud's scent is so faint that it's almost imperceptible, it seems to be a combination of fougere and woody notes, concealing many
Man, I swear I'm
stories
going to sue
underneath.
them for that.
As
Yeah.
for Miss Gwei, I detect the live.
They kind of
notes
foreshadowed it in
fruit and a
Penacony. There was
refreshing
one
scent of
Foxian girl who
citrus.
didn't have a tail
It
there.
must mean Miss Gwei has very few worries.
But I'm not really all that amazed.
It's kind of stupid too. It's
Cauldron
just like
Master,
completely arbitrary.
you're
You know, in the new
amazing.
Dragon Ball Super anime, they
about
also
the-
took away the new
what do I
Saiyan's
smell
tails. The alternate
Mr.
universe Saiyans didn't
Albert
have
takes
tails like the
things in
original
stride.
Saiyans, which is completely
He's very
ridiculous
clever.
because
You
how are
have
they
the
Saiyans
scent
without
of a
tails,
very
right?
smart bird.
like you take away the
Oh,
one unique
you.
trait. Like, what's the point of
No,
Saiyans if you
listen
don't
back
have
up.
tail weakness and like
Heard that
moon
you
rage and all
returned
that
to the
stuff?
Luofu this time and
She shows
urgently
more
taken up the
skin than
position
other
of
Shinjo
head
characters.
of
That's
the
true.
Alchemy Commission.
But that's
What's
like
going on?
most of it is just navel.
to be
and legs.
honest, after the ambrosial
Like, let's
arbor
be honest, all the
disaster,
female characters
the
show so
problems
much
in the
leg
Luofu
anyways.
Alchemy Commission that have accumulated over
Everybody
the
wears
years
short
have
shorts.
finally come to the surface.
Like rats leaving a sinking ship. Head them off at the pass.
Many healers are obsessed with medical research, but they very rarely communicate with each other.
Whew. The factions and cliques are complicated and deeply entrenched.
Sure.
Fortunately,
I do like her
Cal,
bunny,
have studied
though.
on many Xianzhou ships,
She does have her
so I
bunny
have a
going
deeper
for her.
understanding of the Commission's current situation.
I've seen a lot
Ling
of
Shui
messy
is like the
things,
peak
but
Hoyoverse
it's
designer.
rare
I'll
to
give
see
them that.
something
Like,
as
there are
messy as
worse
this.
Hoyoverse designs than her.
Wow. The Cauldron Master must deal with a lot of trouble in her daily work, no?
Oh, that's just how work is. These problems can't be addressed or solved in one day. But I...
Oh, I was gonna
My
sneeze,
best.
but then the
But
sneeze
since
died
I'm
in my
already
nose. I hate that. I
here,
hate it. I
how
hate it when
about
I'm
we-
about to sneeze, but then the sneeze just goes away.
Professor Chinchua said, when the sky falls, there's always someone tall to hold it up. The Cauldron Master is both tall and capable. No matter how much trouble she faces, she'll be able to handle it.
Then I hope your words ring true,
This
Miss
is like the
March.
most scuffed
Oh,
March
and
7th
Thank
VTuber.
you to Mr. Albert for interpreting for me. The scent of this smart bird definitely has gourmand notes.
She feels exactly like Skirk and
I
Emily
heard
did.
that not
I
only
actually
is
really
Miss
like
Ling
Emily
sharp at
now.
identifying people
Hoyo
by smell,
condensate.
she is also quite
I like the
capable
hot
in
pants
combat.
design of Rappa. I
As
do
a
too.
healer,
I think
I
Rappa
excel
does the
using
hot
incense
pants
to
design
heal
the
others.
best.
But also weaken enemies.
She's probably the best
In
of the hot
combat,
pants
my
characters
shield
because she
deals
has like
damage
this
to all
bikini
enemies
also,
and
and she's
restores
you can
HP
see the
for all
thongs going
allies.
up her like
Through my
upper
talent,
crotch.
my skill summons the incense beast, Fu Yuan. Fu Yuan launches a follow-up attack during its action, dealing damage to all enemies. It also
I
dispels
think the
one
attack
debuff
is a bit
from all
mid, I'll
allies
be
and
honest.
restores HP.
Oh, this incense beast looks so pink and soft. It's adorable.
I don't dislike Emily. I just think
It's a
she's
creature
very
I
Mihoyo.
created from inside the incense
I don't
vermin,
know. Yeah,
and it
she's like the
helps
most
me in
typical. She
battle.
has the most
But
typical
since it's an incense beast,
Genshin
it
Impact
dissipates
Ultimate.
like
She has the
smoke
exact same
after a
ultimate
few
animation as
actions.
Lisa.
Can we make it stay a little
She
longer?
also has like
Yes,
the
it's
most
not
typical
too
Genshin
difficult.
Impact design of all
When Fu
time.
Yuan is on the
But she
field,
does it very
I only
well.
need to use
I
my
like
skill
it.
to increase its number of actions. When I use my
Why is March on
ultimate,
call? No
I
idea.
deal damage to all enemies and heal all allies. At the same time, I inflict the befog state on all enemies. Enemies in this state also take more
She wants to work from home.
damage. When I use my technique before
She
entering
created a
battle,
union and
I
decided to
immediately
sue
summon Fu
Hoyoverse for
Yuan
making
at
her
the
come to
start of the next
stage,
battle
come
and
to live
inflict
streams. She just
befog
wants to
on
work from
all
home
enemies.
with a
A
VTuber
very
model.
reliable Cauldron Master. With your help on the team, your allies will be well protected.
Cauldron Master Lingsha, can I borrow the incense beast?
Oh, even the sound is gone this time.
Are we gonna get any leaks for 2.6
This is
and
the biggest
2.5?
bubble
They already
in this
leaked all of
program.
2.5.
I'm so
I also love
good
Silver Wolf.
for.
Sela looks so bad
What
because she
now?
isn't thick. Yeah, I think Sela is probably the worst of them.
Mozza,
Worst of
could you
them.
help us out and
Silver Wolf is fine because she's short
My
and she's
name
like a
is Mozza.
cyberpunk girl,
I'm General
so
Fei
she
Xiao's
deserves the
shadow
hot
guard.
pants. But everybody else, Mozza. If he wasn't so lore important, he would be a 5-star, but he's gotta like die and then come back as like a dragon boy. Holy shit, his animations are cool as hell. His ultimate animations has a really shitty background though. Yeah.
My work doesn't really lend
I'm not gonna lie,
itself
the
to
panty
being
strings
the
being visible
limelight.
like for wrap up just weirds me out a little. Like no actual underwear look like that. That's true.
It can't be helped.
Like it's way too up there,
Mr.
but you know,
Albert, the
it's
general
anime. You
said
gotta
this
do
is
something.
Mods' first time doing a media
He has
interview.
good animations, but his
Apologies
ultimate
about
background
this.
is just like a blank
No
dark
worries.
background.
I
That's
didn't
weird.
expect such a skilled general to need a shadow.
They need more
guard to
shadows.
protect
They need more like different shadow images of
Mr.
him in the
Albert hasn't
background,
fully
like falling at
grasped the
face out.
situation. A shadow guard working at the general's side isn't the same as a
He has
bodyguard.
better animations than Link Shy, in my opinion.
Mr. Moza is mainly in charge of gathering intelligence. He helps the general deal with matters that she can't personally deal with.
Could it be? I've heard legends about her.
I wish they gave the support characters more cool
This man
animations. I think
fights
one of the
crime,
things that Jiao
often
actually
hiding
does
in the
really well
shadows
is cool
to keep
animations
the
for
heads of his
support.
targets. He strikes with extreme
I also
brutality
think
and
controversially
has
that
scared off
Ranmei's
many
ultimate
people who
animation is actually
intend to
low-key
do
like underrated.
Zhao Cho made that all up.
Ranmei's
Sounds like
ultimate
there are
animation
feathers
is
all over
so
the place.
like
That's not
it's so
me.
mellow, but at the same time it's so concise.
I
Like
clean
it
up
doesn't take a
after
long time to
myself.
do,
Oh, you really
and it gets the
are
point across. It's like,
perfectionist, Mr. Moza.
yeah, flowers.
That's
I'm
right.
a flower
The
support
general
girl.
said when
It
they
makes
were
sense
all
in my
eating hot
mind.
pot at Zhao Cho's place, Zhao Cho went to answer the phone halfway through. When he came back, Moza had already cleaned up the pot and all the bowls.
I did what I needed to.
I don't have no idea what they're talking about. I just want to see the giant spaceship,
What are you doing?
and I want to see more face
Floor
show.
is dirty.
That feeling of finally eliminating years
What
of
is wrong with that
stubborn
person?
filth. It's indeed refreshing.
As expected of someone with so much initiative. Now, let's take a look at how Mr. Moza performs in battle.
All right.
Mr. Moza is a lightning-type character following the path of the hunt.
Okay, so
Correct.
he's
His
useless.
skill marks a
It's basically
single
what
enemy
90%
as the
of fan base
prey
just
and
said.
deals
Lightning
damage
Hunt?
to it.
What's the
Yes.
Mr. Moza, don't you have anything to add?
Are you asking me to?
No.
All right then.
think
My
I'm going to
talent
catch
will
up on
allow me
Star
to
Rail
enter the departed
whenever you
state
stop
while a
streaming.
prey exists on the field.
I'll probably stop streaming in like, I don't know, whenever the stream ends. I need to go to
In the
sleep after
departed
this.
state, after allies attack the prey, Moza deals additional
I'm gonna
damage
do R1
to the prey.
S1 Lingsha.
Mr.
Nice.
Moza's
I feel like R1
deals
S1
damage to a
Lingsha.
single
R1.
target
Wait, is
and
that?
launches
I
a
actually say it's
follow-up
E1
attack.
S1.
After I use my technique, I will enter stealth mode. Attacking an enemy in stealth mode increases the damage.
God, he
dealt
sounds
in
like such an
combat.
edge boy. Edge
10
lord.
steps in and one is
I hate this
slain.
person already.
1,000 miles.
I hope they
on
replace his
stage.
voice actor
The deed
sooner
is
rather than
done,
later. I
his
can't stand
robes
listening
are
to this
clean.
guy. They need to change his
Buries
voice
them
actor
all
very
and
fast.
leaves no
I would
trace.
actually
another
support destroying this
advantage of
voice
hiding.
actor. Just
When
completely
you're on a
erase them from
mission,
the history of
You
Honkai
can
Star Rail.
avoid getting the area or yourself dirty.
Well, now that we've introduced our guests, let's take a quick break for our sponsors. The program will continue after.
Fuck.
All right, dear audience, we now have some
I accidentally
special
converted
news
all
for
my
you. In version 2.5,
however they're called to 40 wishes. I have enough to buy a light cone. This is a new VA. This is the new VA? Fuck.
The limited 5-star light
He
cone
sounds so-
that you're forced to hunt will also have
Sounds
a
so
boosted drop
bad.
rate. In addition,
Like, he doesn't
a
sound bad,
special
he just
warp
sounds
event will be
wrong.
launched in the first half of 2.5.
Asta
The limited 5-star
and red-haired
characters,
boy.
Robin, Black
What's his
Swan,
name?
and Kafka
Asta
will
number
return
2.
At the same time.
Oh,
The
fuck, it's
limited
Robin.
5-star light cones, flowing night glow.
Wait, we have
is all
3
you
banners?
need, And
What?
Reforged Remembrance will
Wait,
also
we have
return.
3
I
banners?
need to remind everyone that in this special warp event,
What?
the warp count for the guaranteed 5-star will be shared.
Wait,
between
this
the
is new,
rerun
right?
banners
We've
and
never had
current
3
limited
rerun
banners.
banners at the
Switching
same
banners
time.
during the warp
Luca,
will not
right, he
present the count
exists.
For the guarantee, and each limited character can only be acquired from their own respective banner. The special warp events will
Whoa.
open periodically, giving viewers more opportunities to invite their favorite characters to join the team.
So they're not going to
And if
make
you
a
don't
new
want to
banner. They're
invite
literally
them,
just
you can
going to
still
make
get more stellar jades and trial stages.
event warp phase 1.
In version 2.5 second half warp event, trailblazers can acquire the limited
Her
5-star
light cone is
character
extremely
Linkshot.
beautiful. I feel like
Limited
Ranmei
5-star
actually has
light
a more
cone,
beautiful
since
light cone than
alone
the actual
stays
character
true,
model.
will also have a boosted drop rate. At the same time, the 4-star light cone, Shadowed by Night, will be available in the second half Warp Event 2. Not to mention the drop rates for the limited 5-star character, Topaz and Numby, and the limited
I could
5-star
get
light cone,
Topaz
Voice
E2
of
actually.
Blissful, will also be boosted.
I would have her at
That's all
S1,
for our commercial.
E1, S1.
In our special news! Dear viewers, we'll see you in a bit.
Wait, the second half doesn't have more rerun banners? Really? It's just Topaz? Nuvia never sounds good to me. Good thing I don't play EN. I like EN. I think Zenless Zone Zero definitely has the best EN voice actor out of all the Hoyoverse games. In fact, I like it more than Chinese. Probably because of the setting. The settings looks very like westernized. Alright, so that's 200 jades. Go, go, go. I should probably input those. I'll do them later. They're probably gonna expire in like a day, which is entirely enough time for me. We always know this. Might spend all I have for Facial. Also, there's no Skrill with Sunday in set. Yeah, Sunday is probably gonna be 2.7. But teaming number 2 is also 2.7. So it's like, who's gonna be first? Is Sunday actually coming out in 2.7? Who knows?
Welcome back, dear viewers. Up next, we will be introducing the latest news about the War Dance Ceremony.
Just get on with it.
But our communications with the on-site reporter haven't been...
I want to see the secret stuff. Like, what happens after the
Leave
War
it
Dance?
to
I want to
me,
see 2.6.
Mr. Albert.
You've already shown
Where is
everything
the
in
connection
2.5,
port in the
dumbass.
studio?
I'm sorry to say this, but 2.5 is already over. You showed everything.
I brought back the footage.
Hi, Albert. That was so scary. Someone with a hoodie suddenly gave me a hard drive and said something about connecting to the studio. What's going on?
Why did it go for E1?
I
Who?
used a hard
Topaz?
drive to bring back March
Because
7th
she's
footage,
cool. I want
and
to
I'll use it
build
to
her.
send over the studio's footage. It's very simple.
Simple for
We
meta.
can continue the program.
So
I also got
this will
Jiaoqiu
solve the
E1
problem. Will it not be too difficult?
because
for
I
Mr.
had the
Mods to
polls,
run back
so I
and
did it.
forth like that?
Why?
The
It's
world will
just
heal
running.
from my E1.
My apologies.
Then thank you for
Splurging
your
on
hard work,
E1s.
Mr. Moza.
Now, people who get E2, now those people are fucked in the head.
Yes, Albert.
Not me.
The
I'm perfectly normal.
highly anticipated War Dance is about to begin. And it'll take place on the Sky Splitter right behind me.
Wow, it's a ship.
We're in the
With
port
ads.
audience seats on the
Look at all
upper
those
floor of
ads
the
on the
Sky
sides,
Splitter.
on the
The venue
stands.
for the competition is just below us.
I have like 200
Soon,
polls now, Jesus
the
Christ.
most anticipated event, the Lawfu Ringmasters match, will be
So I
held
basically
here.
have already have
To prepare
E1
for the war
S1.
dance,
I already have
Tianzhou
E1
Lawfu
S1 Topaz,
transformed
which
this
is
old
like
military
half
battleship
of,
into the venue for the competition. So on
which
the
is like the
Sky
other
Splitter,
half of
you can
Facial's
see
team.
many
So all I
traces
need
of
now is
military
Robin.
weapons.
I need Robin and I need
This
Facial, and that's a complete
huge
team.
cannon.
That is the best,
Was the main
the
cannon
best
the
follow-up
Sky
team
Splitter was
you can
equipped
ever
with.
have.
It's now used for ceremonial gun salutes. Whenever a ceremony convenes,
Holy shit, the gun can actually
Splitter
move?
will fire a salute.
Oh my god, that's so
Apart from the
cool.
competition venue on the deck, the different cabins on the Sky Splitter have also been transformed into different areas.
Is Topaz E1
to
good?
serve the
I hope so,
contestants,
because I have it.
and
Like, she
the
doesn't feel
media.
terrible now, but she's also
Farther
not,
down,
she's still
there are
not like the
more
greatest thing of all
areas like
time.
the contestant training
She's mostly
area
just
and
a,
the Starskip
she's
entry and
mostly,
exit hold.
well, she's not good because
The
her
War
relics
Dance
suck.
is still open for
Like, I'll be honest,
registration.
my
If you're
relics are complete
interested in
dog shit.
participating,
So I don't know
you
what a
can
good
sign up
Topaz
in the
looks like right
reception
now.
hall. We look forward to everyone coming to the Sky
I need to
Splitter.
look for a Facial
March
team
7th,
building because no
bringing
point
you
in getting
this
her if
latest
she's a
report.
Firefly case.
Thank you.
She needs
Mark
Topaz,
The Luminary
and she
War
needs
Dance,
Robin.
The highlight of this trip to the Cienjo.
That's basically
will
all she
finally
needs.
convene in version 2.5.
Totally. Lots of people signed up. Shang-Shang's participating too.
I have
General
E2 Aquan, I
also
got 2
says,
Aquan and 30
Making
polls, so
friends
not
through martial
insane.
arts is
That
one of
is
my
insane.
favorite things to do. If I were allowed to, I'd
I
go
got really
quite a
lucky
few
in
rounds
Zenless too, so I can't
The
complain.
general participated,
All my luck
there'd
went
be
into
nothing
Zenless.
to compete for. To keep the competition interesting, the best masters aren't allowed to participate.
I'm guessing that the crew of the Astral
Does she
Express
need them, or
chose
does
not to
she simply
participate
like having
for the
them?
same reason?
Well, she
Of
could
course.
use March
After
7th
thinking it
Sinjo
through,
version
we
as
decided
a
to
replacement for
keep our
Topaz.
reputation a secret And let
She
the
could also
Trailblazer
use
play
Ranmei
the
as a
role of the
replacement for
gray-haired coach who
Robin.
doesn't understand martial arts.
And I think she can also use Moza as a replacement for Topaz. But Topaz and Robin are her best in slots.
Also come to the
I don't know who you would use as a healer
That the
though.
planet that was once hidden in a snowstorm?
But yeah, she basically needs a whole
I
bunch
have
of
heard very
follow-up
little
attack
about it.
supports.
It seems that routes from Belobog to other worlds have now opened up.
That's right.
Because I have neither, so might just save for someone else. You might as well just save for a Tinging Altar. I heard that Tinging is going to be a Nihility fire unit. So maybe you should get Jiaoqiu instead as like a support. Adventuring will probably be better. Oh yeah, Adventuring.
The young man is leaving the nest for the first time. and
Adventuring,
will be in an
Topaz,
unfamiliar
Robin.
place.
I don't have Adventuring,
If he has no one
unfortunately.
to guide
Lost
him,
75-25
he
chance
will
on
likely run
Sparkles
into many
LC.
obstacles.
I've lost. Losing 75-25 is like the worst feeling of all time.
Is also coming to the Sky Splitter. Our dear
I hate how I have to
Trailblazer
get
is
Adventuring for
known
Face
being a
Shadow to have like the
kind-hearted
best team
person.
ever.
He'll definitely not sit by.
You're gonna
and
need
watch an
Adventuring
old friend
too.
Flounder around like a fish out of water. During the war dance, the Trailblazer will become Luca's gold medal coach and fight.
Oh my
with
god, they got
all the
animations. Or is that her idol?
According to the intel I've
Whoa,
collected,
what the fuck?
the
That
Luminary
UI.
War Dance event consists of multiple
That
competitions.
is way too much work to like
In each
simp
competition,
for Luca.
contestants must first
make him
participate in a point-based
Look like he has
tournament
Riz,
to
he
earn
doesn't.
points.
He's just
And
Luca.
only after accumulating a
Super
certain
expensive
number of
follow-up
points
team,
will they
yeah.
qualify for the
That'll
face-off
have
match of
me
that
save for 2 more
competition.
patches. I'll
That's
have like
right.
350
Our
450
contestant
balls by
Luca needs
2.7.
to
That's
defeat
true.
key opponents in each
I
face-off
mean,
match
if you really
one
want the
by
best
one
Tinging,
before he can face
I doubt
the
Tinging will get
ringmaster
another
Yin
altar,
Sheng
so
in
it's
the
like
final showdown.
if you like Tinging, that's
In order
like
to show that
the
IPC
character you're going
takes this
for.
event seriously,
Face
the
Shadow really
Masterpiece
is like
Corporation will
she
also
scales
participate in
really
the war
well with
dance
better
under
supports
the
though.
guidance of Coach Topaz.
But without those
They may
supports,
even
she's
face
just
off
another.
against Luca in the competition.
She's
In
just another
addition,
whatever.
Galaxy Ranger
She's also a
Blue
hunt
Hill
unit, so
and
that
the Night
automatically
Watch
gimps her for
Project
anything that's not
will appear
that's not
in the
apocalyptic
arena
fiction.
in various roles.
In Memory of
In
Chaos.
every match, the Trailblazer will need
She's
to
gonna
help
power
Luca
creep one tail
display
just because
his
she's got
martial
5. I
prowess
heard
to
she's
the
got like
fullest
9.
extent
5 was like the
and
first
earn
league,
the
then she got
support
like
of the
6 or
audience.
7
The
tails.
two sides of the match will
I've heard like
eventually
6
earn
tails,
five,
7 tails, and 9
based on how
tails.
much the audience supports either side.
So the
Basically, she
audience
got a lot of tails in her
outside
abilities.
The ring can provide assistance.
Also, she's gonna get revived by Renmei.
Increasing audience participation and providing a more immersive
It's really
experience.
interesting that she's not going to come
Completing
out during the
designated
Shinjo story.
actions
She's
during
going to
the
come out
match
during
and achieving
the
highlights will
Heard
greatly
of Space
increase
Station
your
story.
vibes and
9 tails,
conversely
alright,
cause
she's
your
getting my
opponent's
350
vibes
balls.
to decrease. When either participant's vibes
I'm really
reach
interested
the
in how
maximum,
in seeing how
the
she's
match
going to
will
get
enter the
revived.
enhanced inspiration state. The participant who earns the audience's support will gain stronger buffs and easily win the match.
Jade has one of the best
Alright,
animations in the
then.
game, in my
Mark
opinion.
7.
Too bad she's
Is
stuck
there
in pure
anything you
fiction
want
for
to
life.
add?
Watching the
Imagine
preparations
releasing a
for the
purely
war
pure
dance
fiction
with all of you
character.
has my hands itching for more.
I wouldn't pull for that, not me. Never.
It just so happens I've learned a few moves from my masters. So why don't I take the opportunity to show them to everyone?
She's so hot. She's even hotter with swords.
Watch this.
Amazing.
How's that? Pretty cool, huh?
Absolutely amazing.
You better believe I'll reach the top of the war dance with my skills. When that happens, you'll all have to call me Sword Champion March 7th. Oh, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Aw.
I don't know if you become sword champion, but I
I thought
do know
5,
sword champion
5,
is
6,
sword
7,
champion.
8, 9.
Well,
Somewhere in
I
between.
am still learning. But I think that everyone who's coming to participate in the war dance this time
Oh my god, look
has
at the
to have
NPCs in the
martial
background. They're
arts
doing like
skills, and we'll all
exercises
be
and shit.
first-class masters.
That's right. We are all looking forward
And there's
to
like a
enjoying
weirdo
spectacular
little
war dance ceremony.
practicing
I
dumbing.
found the problem.
She
This
got
guy
several.
chewed
That's
through
what
the
counts.
wires.
Might make up for all the
That's why
people
there was a problem
Miho
with
stole
March
tails
7th's
from. Yeah.
connection.
Isn't this a Tuskfur?
I hope they
I have
release
one
Kaelora
too.
and Venti as well.
It is
Spoilers, but
important
Moza
to
is
subsist on
Kaelora
Memoria,
and Venti, who
helping
is
it
like
while you
the
fall
other
asleep,
dragon
erase
boy.
your sleep quality and relieve
So I might get him
and
if
depression.
he ever gets a 5-star altar.
Such a lively Tuskfur.
I counted again
Does
and
it
she
take after
5
its
tails
owner?
unless she got.
This is a little sudden.
Before behind the
but
5
its
tails.
owner
Ah, who
is
knows?
the Trailblazer. That's right. Trailblazers can obtain the pet Tuskfur by completing activities related to the Luminary War Dance.
That is a fat
summon it
pig.
to their side. Hopefully, it can cheer you up. Thanks to Mr. Moza.
Lingsha does look a lot better from behind because her hair is more unique. She doesn't have the pigtails. She doesn't have the flowy
team is
pigtails.
currently fixing the
She
line.
doesn't have the
Let's
split
proceed.
hair.
Great.
Her hair is actually relatively unique among Hoyoverse characters. Most Hoyoverse characters have split twin tails. Or just one long tail. She doesn't have either. She just has long hair.
Different fair activities at locations like the Artistship Commission, the Shackling Prison, the Sky Splitter, and the Divination Commission.
For instance, the fun inventory arrangement gameplay that Trailblazers love.
Oh
is making it so fun.
no!
Trailblazers will need to stack cargo on star skiffs.
Actually, this was pretty fun. I don't know why I'm saying
Temple fair activity has
complaining.
both normal.
This was actually probably the most
Ascension
challenging
difficulty.
puzzle during
After
the
finishing all the normal levels, you can
event.
unlock the Ascension difficulty.
Complete different activities to collect rewards.
Using the Shackling Prison as a stage for the festival is rather strange.
I mean,
It's also
if you're in
to
America,
spice
you
up the
use prisons
judges'
for all
free
sorts of
time with
things.
some fun cultural activities and bring everyone closer.
A lot of
together.
prisons get converted into like
And that's
educational
not all.
facilities as well
There's
for some
also
reason.
A fresh update to the Divergent Universe. This time, the Divergent Universe.
Like,
brings us
my
new
elementary school
curios,
used to be a
waiting
prison,
curios, and
and my
occurrences,
university
along
also
with
used to be a
some tweaks
prison.
having been made to
Like, it's a
existing
coincidence.
equations,
I've only been to
waiting
2
curios,
educational
and lessons.
facilities that used to be prisons,
Goal
but
is
that's
to provide
too many.
trailblazers with a wider
It's kinda
range
weird that
of
I went to
battle
2 of them.
experiences and gameplay modes. The adventure domain in the Divergent Universe now features Cowboy Showdown and
Fuck.
Surging Firepower Challenges. Each challenge has different objectives.
I
wherein
still can't do the
trailblazers need
spinny
to
one.
achieve the highest scores possible
The
to
spinny
earn
challenge in
adventure
Simi
rewards.
Universe is so
During the
ass.
challenges,
Like, how are you supposed
reward
to do
targets
that?
such
It's
as cosmic
insane.
fragment targets and curio targets will randomly appear.
A bunch of our
Special
education
targets
facilities used to be
will grant
hospitals, yeah.
corresponding rewards, adding bonuses to the trials.
This thing is interesting. It seems to improve eyesight and agility. Mr.
At least
Morza,
enough of them
would
for
you
me
like to
and my
give it a
family to have
try?
come across several of
If
them.
not, I'm up next.
I wonder why that is, though.
Direct face-offs don't suit me. If I must pick
Like,
one,
what is it about
it'll be
prisons
surging
that makes for
firepower.
good, like, educational facilities after they
Since you're
stop being
here,
prisons?
Why not join the fun? We've added Adventure Arcade near the Divergent Universe's activation device.
Whoa,
on
that's
the
actually-
Radiant Belt Spot.
wait.
In the arcade,
Actual
you can
PvP?
try out a variety of new and old adventure modes. Miss
No.
Lingsha, if you've got some extra time on your hands, you should give it a try too.
Oh, so they
I'll
get
definitely
retired?
Check it out.
Oh, no, they don't get retired. Never mind.
Aside from that, Dr. Ratio has added more path equations to the Divergent Universe, allowing Trailblazers to explore even more trails.
Do you guys
The
like
Secret
Divergent
level has
Universe? I
also
feel like
been
it's just kind of
increased to
whatever.
level 80,
Maybe it's fun for
and
you if you're a new
research of
player,
geniuses
but for me it's
and
just like
Mennonites continue.
it's kind of like a side grade to the original
That's
Simi
not
Universe.
all.
The only
The
good thing
Divergent
about it
Universe
is
has
that you
also
can farm
added
artifacts
2
easier.
new planar ornaments. Lushaka, the Sunken Sea.
Luchaka!
and the wondrous Banana Music
We're never going
Park.
there.
In the next update, players can look forward to the release of Stagnant Shadow's Shape of Mechwolf and Stagnant Shadow's Shape of Gloam. By completing the challenge, you can obtain the Lightning-type character Ascension Material, Nail of the Beast Coffin, and the Wind-type
It's
character
my personal
Ascension
favorite
Material,
version of Simulated
a class
Universe.
of the
It is my
Masonic
favorite
era.
as well, but it's
These
like
materials will be used
you get
by
to farm
Master Moza
artifacts
and based
faster.
on
Of course, it's my
respectively.
favorite
The Planar
Simulated
Fisher
Universe.
and Roam with the Strange Events
Having to
are
do it
also
each
making
week
a
so I can
comeback.
farm artifacts again makes me want to pull
You
my hair out.
must be
It's still better than
sure to
Simu.
grab those double rewards.
Yay, we are at the end of the... Can we please just watch the animated short, please? Can we just get a
Easy
teaser
on
for
yourself,
it?
Albert.
Can we just see her
That's
in
work
action,
for you.
like fighting things,
Let's take a short
doing
break.
epic shit?
There are even more great things ahead.
Please, I just want to see the trailer. There's no difference with base and SU. There is differences. Like, it's more modifiable, and I think the format is more fun. It's more random. It rewards you for having more characters. You can switch out characters at any time, even though I don't do it. It's just more convenient because you only have to do it once. That's all it is. All there is to it. Like, you can say like this or that is a bit more fun, but for me, most of it is just you run it once. You can use it to farm all the artifacts you want, and you can just fight the bosses. Insane. Insane QOL. I also like the way it gives you lore. Like, it gives you all this like lore tidbits about when you combine multiple equations with each other. Dun, 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 dun.
Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've come to the end of the show.
Trailer.
I thought there was more to come.
Yes, please.
It's already the end of the show.
Here comes the exciting part.
Hey,
The
collab.
audience loves most. The never-ending, never-absent gift of Odyssey.
Shut up. We know it's coming. Shut the fuck up.
Why aren't you saying anything?
Nobody
The
cares.
guests always shouted that with me.
You're right. That's actually pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Right.
Also in version 2.5, we've added new system optimizations for our audience.
Oh?
Tell us about it.
Are we gonna make
Version
this game
2.5
even easier
introduces
without...
a new pre-battle difficulty selection feature.
What?
And the option to reselect the difficulty after a failed battle. Trailblazers
Huh.
can choose between casual mode and normal mode when facing for minimal
No hard mode? Fuck
If you
you.
want a more laid-back adventure,
Fuck
Trailblazers
you.
can opt for the
Give me
casual.
the old adventuring
Using
boss.
some
Come
type
on.
of secret instrument to weaken
I wish I could
enemies?
actually farm relics
dimensional
at
tech.
will and not
You could
have to
also
do a
call it
performance dressed in
metaverse
clown attire before gaining the right to do
Finally
it. That's a good weird way of
The
putting
show
it.
hasn't finished yet, right?
Not yet. We're
Trailer.
just about to say goodbye to everyone.
Trailer.
It's been a really long day.
Trailer.
Well, at least I managed to catch the end. I'd like to express my gratitude to Interastral Peace Media.
Just
the
let me
Voice
see
Master,
the show!
My two masters, and most importantly, the Trailblazers for their encouragement.
March 7th, get out with the acceptance page.
I saw that other shows always end with a lot of thank yous.
This is actually pretty cute. I'll give them
Anyway,
that. I like
look
seeing March
forward to
7th.
seeing everyone
a
on
lot.
the Sky Splitter, and wish all of the contestants the best of luck.
She's such a good mascot.
March nailed it. I could never say it that nicely. And at the end of the show, General Fei Xiao asked me
Oh?
to deliver these words to everyone.
Oh.
From providing testimonies to being entangled in a shackling prison incident, the
Her English
Trailblazers
voice
are
wins it all. I
valued
like your
guests of the
English
Alliance,
voice.
who have come to our aid
it's-
numerous times,
it's
only
spicy.
to face dangers repeatedly. There is
And
undoubtedly a
girlish.
shortcoming in our hospitality,
I
and
think it
we
fits
take
her.
full responsibility. We will swiftly address this crisis and provide a vibrant war dance for everyone to enjoy.
Yes, yes,
At
trailer.
the same time, I would like to take this opportunity to present a small gift to the Trailblazer on behalf of the Cianjo Alliance, wishing them a smooth journey
Also,
ahead.
what is Albert's
Should the
accent?
Astral
She's
Express face any
is...
difficulties in the future, don't hesitate to reach
I don't
out.
know. It's some
The
American
Yao
accent.
Qing is
I
always
can
ready
barely
to help.
understand half of what he says. I think it's pretty easy to
Thank you,
understand.
General Fei
I don't know. I
Thank
feel
you,
like I'm just
Cianjo Alliance.
pretty
Let's all
okay
look
with
forward
accents
to
in
the
general.
opening of the war dance together. Catch you all in the next episode. Bye.
Okay.
Wait, March? There's something behind you.
Really?
Huh? What? Hey, isn't that...
If
What?
Albert's on the Sky Splitter,
What?
who's this sitting here?
Someone here wants double pay.
I really hope you understand, Rob.
We're going to see Albert in the game?
I have a strong desire to improve myself.
See? There you go again.
Shit. There's no trailer, you mother... Knew that would happen sooner or later. There's no trailer, you blue-balled me. Well, there you go. Albert is Stellar Hunter. I wish. Anyways, that is the trailer. Off you guys go now. I gotta go probably watch one or two other people stream this while I also just take a nap. I'll be back later today probably for the March 7th end. Thank you all for joining me in this live stream watch party or whatever it's called. Adrian Gailey, Sega employee, Tromaxer. Did you actually work for Sega? I never asked you this, but did you actually work for Sega? Never mind. If you don't want to share, no problem. Santiago Nova, I think also Zendao, you were here. I think that is everybody. Thank you all, and good night. It's actually the morning for me, fuck. Anyways, this is Bench Gamer signing out. See you guys later.